as we're driving.
What's up? What's up?
What's up,
Welcome back.
everybody?
Good.
Welcome to nothing but
Answer.
Answer.
Yeah.
the places where you could come to get all of the answers you desire. So, what's going on? Anybody know anything new? Anything in the media that anybody want to talk about?
Did you guys
Anybody?
see?
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead, Vaughn.
Did y'all, um, mine is good. Is yours a good news or bad news? Mine's
I don't
kind
know.
of
You could.
kind of.
It's all right. Do yours because you could put mine in either category.
The comedian that was killed with at on Cat Williams property. He was touring with Cat Williams. Did y'all see that?
I saw something.
No.
I did. Mhm.
Yeah. So evidently, the guy that was on security for Cat Williams killed one of the comedians, and come find out he's shooting with a shotgun 5 times.
Oh wow.
Jeez.
That's
Oh wow.
crazy.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah,
I
five
saw
times with a
something.
shotgun.
Oh, Lee, let Doc in.
Right.
Sorry.
Huh?
Wow.
Hey,
Oh,
hey.
Hey,
hey,
Doc,
Doc.
Hey.
what's going on?
Nothing much. Nothing much. Was having a hard time getting on some strange
Oh,
reason. Yeah. It wasn't
Your
even you letting
computer.
me in. I couldn't even get to the link, which is so weird. Yeah. But
Your
I'm in.
computer don't know if it's in the country or out the country. That's why.
It's confused.
I think you're right about that one. Yep.
I'm at to stop confusing it and get out the country for good.
No.
Hey, hey,
Not yet. Not
I ain't
yet.
even mad at
Because she'll do it. I'm a little
Yes.
worried about that because she will do it.
Yes. As soon as I find the right spot and the
Oh,
right
no, Doc.
place and the right price,
you.
Doc.
Well,
I'm out.
I'll never be able to come visit you now, ever.
you
All
will.
right, we gonna have
That's
to
a
do
real
you.
vacation.
We gonna have to do you like they did on the 18, Neil. We gonna have to drug you and put you on the plane.
That's the ultimate. Put it in my vitamin C, something, please. Wow.
hey, Ruth, you said you had something?
Well, yeah, I know Vaughn's was kind of bad news. That was horrible news about that rapper.
Not a
but-
rapper, comedian.
I mean, comedian. I'm sorry, comedian. But no, did anybody hear about the Tamar craziness with her waking up in a pool of blood with 8 fractured, knocked out teeth? And
Oh gosh.
she all messed up.
Wow.
What?
Did they say what happened?
They keep trying to find out. You know how they make excuses, blah, blah, blah. There are 2 rumors. One is that she was messing with Yandy's husband and Yandy jacked her up. I don't know.
Wow.
Yandici, right?
Yeah.
And the other rumor is, well, she got her specialist, her face specialist, to come on there and say she was sleepwalking, and so she doesn't know what happened when she fell or crashed into some things. So you got 2 totally different stories going on.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
That's
Do
wild.
y'all have Yandy for being able to beat somebody up like that?
Yandy don't play about Mandisi, so I don't know.
A woman scorned.
Yes.
Never
Man, that's
underestimated.
crazy.
But she's had several surgeries already to restore and needs several more. And yes.
I mean, if that is the case, that's crazy. Because she should have took that energy to her husband.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Daryl,
right
shut up.
Daryl, please. How about you get here? How about you appear? But that's the latest on that.
Wow. Whew.
Only other,
That's crazy.
Only other thing
That's
I've heard of, Lee, is those twins had a baby. The conjoined twins just had a
Oh
baby.
my goodness.
Yes,
What?
they
So
did.
whose baby is it?
It's the married one's supposed baby.
Can't prove
How?
it.
Can't prove it.
Well, they had a baby. They walking around with a baby in a little carrier, and they said it's theirs.
What if the sister might have cheated with her husband?
I would think she would be awake for that, right? She would know.
Right, exactly, right? She was aware of it.
So what happens when the other sister get a boyfriend?
Then she gonna get a baby too.
Mm.
So not right. This ain't right. No way.
That's crazy, right?
Yup.
Hush down. Yeah, that's the latest on that. So crazy tabloids, crazy.
Yeah. How are y'all? Well, I know Neil, you over there on that side. Anything? Have you heard anything about the impact of the SEPTA strike? Or I'm not the strike, the discontinuing and shortening of routes and all that routes.
Only thing I've heard is how bad it is right now for people. So that they can't get around. I did hear something about Uber is getting older folks to their doctor's appointments or something. So trying to balance it like that.
Mm-hmm.
But it's really bad. It's just jacked up.
What happened? Are they striking or they just changed the routes?
They're just cutting
They discontinued a lot of routes and shortened. Like, you know, they have a smaller number of buses on certain routes.
Yes.
And they did it. It started, I think, the first day of school.
Yes, it did.
Why?
The nerve.
They're saying that because they don't have. They're saying it's because they don't have the money to continue, and so they're saying that they had to do this. Well, that's what I've been hearing all over the news and on the, you know, when people are talking about it, they're saying that that's not true.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, y'all SEPTA. Everybody. There's so many people that ride SEPTA per day.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. How do you not have the money? You trying to buy something new?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
It's horrible because you got all these school kids, elderly folks, and the list goes on and on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm good.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I'll stay in Jersey.
They coming over there next. They don't stop usually.
All right, let's jump into a topic here.
All right.
I sent mine to the chat.
I'll find it.
Yeah.
But
wait. I know I was all jacked up last week, but I did listen to that pod. I did listen.
Okay.
Go back and listen. And y'all were talking about the child support system.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
How crazy it is.
Mm-hmm.
Being a veteran of the child support system, a survivor, my post-traumatic syndrome from that experience, you know, I'm still dealing with it. But do y'all know that the woman doesn't even get she don't get the money that the child support is ordered?
Yeah, some of it goes to the state.
Right?
Yeah, some of it goes to the state.
Right.
Now, is that everyone?
Child support is not a government.
Vaughn, we can barely hear you.
It's not a government agency. Oh, I'm sorry. Can you hear me now? Yay, nay?
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah, we can hear you.
We can hear you now. Mm-hmm.
Y'all can't hear me. Okay. Child support is a third-party entity. They are not actually part of the government. They collect. This is wild. The government gives information to an agency to collect your child support. Child support, and then they charge you and her a fee for contracting that third party. How is it that they're able to give your information to a third party? I don't have a loan. I don't have a bill. I don't have a bill. I didn't take a loan out. How is it that you are able to give my personal information to another entity, another agency?
Wow.
Right. Your child support can affect, for a while, was affecting your credit. They were suspending your license.
Yeah, I know they do that.
Yeah.
Now, here's what
And
happened.
your professional licenses.
Right. So when they suspended my license, you don't know until it's already suspended. You get a note in the mail. You're driving, you get pulled over. That's another way you find out. And now you have to go to court for driving while suspended. You have a driving while suspended. You have a child support order. How many times you think that'll happen before they take your license?
Right.
You don't. I had my license suspended and didn't have any. I don't have no infractions. I didn't have any infractions. Everything came from, and it was simple. I switched jobs at my I switched jobs. Or if you're supposed to, you have to make a payment every week. Your job that you have is every 2 weeks. They'll take it out. But if something goes wrong, like something wrong with my payroll, and it don't go in right like it's supposed to, they come right after you.
Like immediately, no second chance for something?
No, none.
That don't sound
if you got an $800 payment and you make a $790 payment, you gotta come up off that 10 or they coming for you.
Wow.
That's what?
Right. They coming for you.
Wow.
There are incentives given to the state for collecting child support. Why are they giving incentives? So that tells you don't, when you go into court, if the state is getting incentives for putting people on child support, that tells you when you go in there, or a guy goes in there, he's looking down the barrel of a gun. He's going to get hit no matter what. Right. It's wild, and it's wild.
It seems a little backwards because if you suspend the person's license or you take their professional license, how can they work to pay?
Exactly.
Right.
So it's set up for failure. It's set up for failure.
Daryl says, wow. Go ahead.
Yeah. So what it does is it tangles you all the way up in the system, because you go from being in a child support system to being in motor vehicles to being in the legal system if you get arrested. So now they have a full profile on you.
Yep.
You're done. So even if you're not a felon, you now have you're recorded in the penal system.
Daryl says, wow, that's interesting. How about a new topic?
Shut up, Daryl.
Wow, Daryl.
First of all,
Daryl was brawling last week.
Right.
Brawling last week. So if you have a baby, man, get out of here with that. That was crazy, man. I can't even. Dang, man. That was bad, dude. I wanted to take his jersey, man. He can't be on the team no more. All the dudes was mad. Like, what the hell? Yo, you know how many phone calls I got? Because I literally passed out. My phone was, I'm like, oh, what do y'all call me? Like, yo, your boy is on here wild inside. I passed out. My phone was, I'm like, what are you talking about? Yo, I just told him to send you the link.
You got zero calls, and if you got any calls, they needed help.
They called me.
They
called me.
They
called me. You got
a
$800
mess.
you make a $790 payment, you gotta come up off that 10 or they coming for you.
That's not true.
Wow.
That's not true.
What do you say? Right. He's coming for you. There are incentives.
That's not true.
To the state for child support.
They revamped child support.
Why are they giving incentives? So that tells you don't, when you go into court, if the state is getting incentives for putting people on child support, that tells you when you go in there, or a guy goes in there, he's looking down the barrel of a gun.
So
you
I mean,
replaying it?
Yeah, they're replaying it, saying that's not true.
Okay. So I'm like, wait a minute, I know.
Right. I thought I was hearing things.
Like, what
I'm not playing anything.
Somebody repeated that.
Oh, I thought he was talking the whole time.
Yeah, that's Daryl doing his Daryl thing.
Daryl, stop.
Nah, I thought you were talking.
Because
I
no
thought you were
way
talking.
he said the same thing in the exact same way.
Right.
I thought he said it over again. I thought he was repeating himself.
Stop, Daryl.
I didn't play anything. I was ready to jump in because they revamped it a little bit. Like they don't take your license anymore.
No, they don't do
And
that
you're only
no
getting
more.
locked up. They don't do that, but you're only getting locked up if you're behind. You have to fall behind.
No, that is not true.
That is true.
No, it's not. No, it's not. I just got off. I just got off child support.
I don't know what you're off and on, but I know somebody works for probation, and we talk about it all the time. And she does the warrants and things of that nature. So warrants only go out if you're behind. If you're $10 behind, they're not coming at you. It's some guys who are behind $10 that they are now coming at you, right? And even then, if you bring a payment in of whatever they ask, like it could be $200, let that go.
I was locked up, right? So I got locked up for.
So we're not going to do it politically. That's your case, right?
No, I'm not about to talk about my case. So what I was going to say is, I was locked up. A young man had came up there. It was a white kid. He came up there. They had issued him, you have to come up here. You have to come in, make a payment. So he came up there. They said, how much do you have on you? He had this was on his first child. He said I had like $20 or $30 or something like that. He said, all right, well, you have to make a payment. He said when he went to make the payment, they locked him up. And he couldn't been lying because he's in the cell with me.
Time
and
out.
when you're
Think
saying that they don't.
Vaughn, how many times when you were current on your child support or missed one payment did they tell you have to come up there?
When I missed one payment, see,
how many
when you have
you?
I'm telling you right now, if you let me tell you. So
I think this
you have
answer. How many times have you?
So
have you?
Like I was saying, when you miss a payment, right? When you miss a payment, there's a 2-week window. When you miss
would you like
a payment,
me to call somebody to tell you you're wrong? Because I know somebody works for that, and it's not 2 weeks. Missing one payment is not.
Wait,
missing one payment.
So Daryl,
it's multiple
as I was saying,
it's multiple payments.
You're cutting him off.
It's multiple payments. It's not one payment.
Okay,
you're interrupting me right now. You're and we should be on another topic because this is ring.
When you go into court,
I wasn't interrupting you. I waited till you were done speaking.
See, now you're interrupting Vaughn. This is ridiculous. You can't
I'm gonna interrupt both of y'all. Can't it be by case? Can it be by somebody's particular?
So I couldn't finish that statement. No. When you get your case, right? When you get your case, when I went into mine, right? Initially, they have where if you miss a payment, they will issue a warrant out on you. It's like 2 weeks or something like that. Okay. But if you miss that payment, they will issue out a warrant.
I agree.
You know what, Daryl? You're always right. You're always right.
This is not true. I can cross my right now before we move on because it's not true. You're not getting missing one payment.
We can move on. We can move on, and you can Google my name and see my arrest record.
What they experienced,
right?
No,
right.
I don't know what else is connected to that. But the system can't be for one person. It can't be like, well, we're going to do this for Vaughn and nobody else. That wouldn't make sense. It would have to be some type.
And I just told you about another person.
It would have to be some type. First of all, you don't know what that boy was. You don't know how many pigs.
Well, we do know that there are differences in law enforcement depending on a multitude of things, like even how the officer is feeling that day or how the judge is feeling that day. We know that there can be differences.
Mm-hmm. The officer or judge doesn't do it. A probation officer does it. You come across their desk after you miss so much and it amasses to a certain point. Then they'll come out and get you.
You're right.
Nobody's taking a call for missing one payment. They're not.
Okay, you're right. It changed. You're right. It changed.
I know I'm
Right,
right.
it
So
changed.
let's move on to
Yeah, you're
another
right.
topic.
You're right. You're right.
They're always dismissing
No, you
somebody's
can't negate this.
actual experience.
Right.
No, I can negate
Right.
how the system works. I know somebody that I talked to who works.
And I know somebody
Hey,
that
what's up, Tanya?
Not much. What's going on?
Ain't that major? I was calling to speak to Cree. She told me she was with you, but I can't get on the phone. Can I speak to her?
I'm not even near my phone. Let me run upstairs near my phone. I'll call you right back.
You said what? You're not near your phone?
Right. So I can hand it off to her.
All right, appreciate it. Bro, that's cold. For real.
I found the perfect one
So-
to escape this 90 minutes from NY.
I don't even know what happened.
He called her best friend looking for her to see if she would cover for her.
Mm-hmm.
And she did. And it was like, yo, I ain't even near my phone. I gotta call you back. Yada yada yada. And hung up on him. And then eventually she calls her, like, yo, where you at? This, that, and the third. He was shocked and upset. And there's a few of these that's like that. Am I crazy to say? Why are they so shocked? The partner is so shocked that the friend actually keeps the secret for the other friend. Like, their loyalty is not to you.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
The funny thing is, she said, "I'm not near my phone," but she talking to
But
him on
she's
the phone.
on the phone. Like,
That
what
is
is going
hilarious.
on?
So now, but the question remains, I think you asked, why was he surprised that she covered for him? Right?
Yeah. Yep.
Well, my response would be, it's not the surprise that she covered for him. He's wondering, what else did she cover? If you can cover right now, there might have been other situations that. So now, what is your girl really into? If her friend is holding her down like this, every time she says she was with her friend, where was she really?
Isn't that what friends do for each other?
Oh, they do? Well, this is why my girl can't have no
some
friends.
Some friends do. Some friends
This
do.
is my girl can have some friends then.
What?
Then that means you can't have no friends.
Exactly.
I don't wait. First of all, the world isn't even. It isn't just because I can do it, you can't do it. Your friends are liars. We just see your friends lie.
But your friends lie too. Like, I don't understand.
Now, listen, everything is so proven guilty. So innocent, so proven guilty.
The loyalty doesn't lie with the friends. I don't even know why you would even ask the friend, yo, is she with you? Why would you even ask me that question?
Because I think the friend got some integrity. Right. So I know your friends are liars, so we can't be around them. We learned that your friends are liars and don't have integrity, and we can't be around people like that.
It's not even that we have any. Nobody has any integrity. It's my loyalty lies with my friend, not with you.
Lies. See, you said lies. Lies. That's the problem. The lie part is the problem. So we're gonna get a break.
Your friends wouldn't do that for you,
not.
None of your friends, not a one of your friends, not a one.
Nope. Hold it 10 toes down, but like, look, ain't with me. Because my friends wouldn't lie for me.
That's a lie, because I would lie. I'll be like, yeah, we went to the joint at that spot where we be going to.
See?
When we be around them people.
There go one of your
friends. Put it on the airways now. Hey, Leanne, you to put it on the airways now. You can be no longer my friend with anybody. They know you're gonna lie. You fucked up the church money. The church. I said you wouldn't lie. You just contradicts me right here on TV, in front of everybody.
On TV.
Well, it is what it is, but I'm just saying.
There goes that whole thing.
But I
even
mean,
if I don't lie, I'm not gonna say nothing. Like, what you mean?
well, you got to say something. But the bigger question, I think, would be: should you be calling somebody's friend to ask if you're with them?
No.
That's really the
No.
bigger question. Should you?
Yeah.
Doc says no. Ruth,
Yeah, I agree. No, I don't think that's something you should do.
right? That's the bigger question to me. Why are you calling my friend asking for me? Now, I mean, if I was missing for 3 days, well, obviously we broke up, so ain't no reason to call nobody. But I mean, if there was something really serious going on and you're reaching out, that might be a little different. But I don't see why you are calling anybody. I just don't.
Yeah. So
Yeah, that's
go ahead.
no. I'm saying that to me would be the bigger question. Why are you reaching out to other friends, especially on like a regular? Just you can't find me. 'Cause that to me, that's concerning to me. That you having that type of behavior where you're reaching out to my friends trying to hunt me down because I must didn't answer my phone in a timely fashion for you, and now you became a whole stalker.
Yeah,
That would be that to me is concerning. I don't want nobody hunting me down through my friends.
it's one thing if you've been missing for days or something like that.
Right, because we broke up. But I like I said, I agree. Like you don't do that.
So let's jump over to Vaughn's. Vaughn's, yours was the 40-year-olds.
Hey, I can't remember.
Tell me if this was it. This it?
Oh, the 40-year-old with the 25.
Wait, what is this? I did see this. I remember seeing it. What is this?
If you're 40 and older, your dating expectations should not be the same as the 25-year-olds. Why are 40-year-olds single adopting the younger generation's dating standard?
So my question would be, what do they mean adopting the younger standards? What is that?
That's what
I think it's the 6 foot money whole trope that.
Well, I don't think that as you get older, you have to say, I don't want somebody that's attractive or tall or whatever. I don't think your physical characteristics have to change as you got older. Like, well, I'm older now and I'm over 40, so now I got to get somebody that's 5'7". I don't know if that's the case. You know what I mean? So you can still have kind of standards of what you like and what you're looking for. I don't think that should have to. I thought you meant more as far as the things you're looking for in a partner, as far as, like maybe you're not going to mess with the girl who works at McDonald's anymore. Maybe that's not something you might do, something like that. I don't understand what the dating like the younger people means. I just don't understand that. So I'm kind of confused. I would need to know more to really answer the question.
When I saw that, I thought the expectations when you were dating would be different. So now we know it's different dating now than it was when we were 25.
Mm-hmm.
They have a different standard. They have a different mindset. And it seems what this statement is stating is that older generation is accepting the mindset of dating at 25 nowadays.
Well, what is that standard?
What is that mindset?
So, like as you were stating, now it seems like right now we had this conversation a million times about it being so transactional.
Okay. I can see that.
Being right compared to how it used to be romantic, or somewhat.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So
I don't know.
That seems to be the big thing.
So I don't know, Vaughn, because I think Doc, if you could forgive me, if you could, what's the state? Like they said, when you marry early, you marry for love. When you marry later, you marry for something else. And that's been the same. It hasn't changed. That's always been the kind of almost we'll say standard, right? When you marry young, you marry for love. When you marry older, I can't remember what exactly it is. Is it? I don't know. What is it?
Money. This thing is money.
Right.
Yeah, I think
Nowhere
the
was
same
ever compatibility. So it was something like you married for love and for maybe for money as you get older,
Yeah.
or different
I
maybe
think
stability. It's money, right? Meaning,
I think
and that's always kind of been the same. But I know what you're kind of saying, Vaughn. But I just don't know what the exact mindset is. I do agree that everybody has adopted, like you said, that transactional type of love right now. But I think as you get older, I think you are worried about more how much debt do you have, right? As you get older, you need. When I'm younger, I may not have to ask that question. As I get older, now I'm wondering what your FICO score is. How much debt do you have? Or you didn't pay taxes in 7 years, because that's going to affect us. So we do have to. Those are questions that are very important and relevant as you get older, because you don't want to get into something where now somebody's in super debt, and now you guys are in debt. If you get married, now you have to take on their debt and things of that nature. But I know what it's kind of. I just don't know what the mindset is. But outside of being everything is very transactional. Very transactional. I've seen something now where a girl was saying she's charging like $1,000 to go on a date with her. Like,
I saw that. Yeah.
And that mindset is crazy. I do think a lot of people are having that mindset. Vaughn is correct on that. So
remember when the girls were selling their virginity?
Oh, right. I think they still do that. This is not out.
Oh, wow. Different strokes.
Well, I just read something that says that love is still a primary motivator for like 60-something% of Americans.
Right. And Doc, I think that's correct, because what we said before is the internet is portraying something that's not really the whole, right? They're really portraying a really minuscule part of the population that is doing that, but it's broadcast so much we feel like everybody's doing
everybody, right?
But it's not. Yeah, right.
So 60%, Doc, still go for love. That's good to hear. That's good to hear.
And that's a lie they telling the surveys.
Yeah, I'm down. You heard her stat. She read the stat, man. Accept it.
No, and I think Vaughn could agree. Out here, it does feel transactional, and I don't know if it's just because my mindset is inundated with that, so we kind of go out feeling that way. I don't know, Vaughn. Have you feel it's that way too? Very transactional out here.
What, for dating?
Yeah.
That's the way it appears. I told you, I'm a monk. I date the same people. I don't switch it up. Damn that. I mean, the money is safe.
But you know what? I would say it's one of them case by case basis. I think I've met some people that haven't had that experience, and people have been real people. And even if it didn't work out, it wasn't very. It just we have some differences or time. But I think I have seen more people trying to build something and not be as transactional. Like I've talked to a lot of people that's saying people meeting for coffee or going for walks, doing things that don't really cost anything, where they're getting to know each other. I do see a lot of that going on. It could be because everybody's poor right now, but it's happening.
Remember, not too long ago, I told you I went out on a date. The woman that I went out with was cool. It didn't feel like that transactional at all. Like, she was cool. She didn't have that type of feel.
Oh, that was good.
But in general, in the conversations that I have with women, I got 6 sisters, 10 brothers, 6 sisters. So
wow.
when you hear the conversation, when you had a conversation, you be like, damn. Like, hearing some of my sister's friends, I'm like, oh. And my sisters go from 48 to 22.
Okay. The whole
so I hear every. Go ahead.
I would say, Leanne, what have you heard about the outside? I know you have a younger sister. We have a younger sister. What have you heard?
A lot of along the same lines. Mostly about guys being very immature,
Always
and
us.
communication.
Mm.
I mean, well, it's always us when it comes to y'all.
Takes two people to talk, but go ahead.
Whatever. You asked me a question, I answered it.
No, sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't. You're right. I didn't. Hey, Vaughn, do you find a lot of? You think guys are immature? I don't know that to be the case.
You said our guys are what? Immature?
You said the women are finding us to be immature as men. We're very immature. I don't know that to be true.
You also aren't 30.
I don't know. I don't know. Like, I don't hear a lot of women.
Right, I agree. You said, and we're not 30. Okay, so the 30-year-old woman is mature and the 30-year-old guy is not. That's what you're saying?
I'm saying the 30-year-old people are saying this about other 30-year-old people.
No, you said the women are saying that about the men. It's not people. Let's be specific. You said the women people are saying the men people are immature. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay.
Melissa says, I have a 24-year-old son, and he has noted that females his age are trash. So I'm unsure if that is a collective mindset or his age group.
Whoa.
So my question would be, what does he mean trash? Right? We'd have to qualify that. Like, what does he mean? And I wish we could go into depth and find out what does that exactly mean, trash? Like, what is it that he's finding to be, unappealing? That we really like to know, like, what's going on at that age group. But I mean, the thing about being 25, guys. This 25 is different now because everybody's behind a computer screen. People aren't going out and meeting each other in the public. Even when I look at what's going on, they don't even have as much going on as I felt like when I grew up.
Right.
I don't see
too much to allow you to hide who you really are.
Right. Or Doc, maybe not to even develop who you are.
And I think that's where the immaturity comes into play.
Melissa says, I chose not to go in depth.
To know anymore. Yeah. She's like, I don't want to know more. I understand. But I think a lot of they may be immature in relationships or relating to one another.
Well, that's what I mean. Socially, all of the above, you're not getting that practice. So that makes you a few years behind that 8 ball. Because you're not behind.
You just never developed
behind the standard of maturity, if you will, because you're not getting to experience it.
Well, what's the standard of maturity? Meaning, some of these kids can be cool in their some of them are cool in their bubbles as far as everything else they do. Like, because you see, like, they'll play football and they'll be good in school and everything, but like you said, they don't really interact with each other in a way that socially they're not interacting with each other socially, really. So they really have these really surface relationships. They don't know how to get in depth in a relationship. Yeah. So I agree. You're right, Ruth. You're right.
And if some people are getting a little more of that versus whether male or female than the other one, they may view them as immature because they're not up to that level.
So I can't agree to that, because how could any side get any more of that? Because they're all doing the same thing.
Well,
they aren't though.
Nope, they're not.
It depends on the household they come from, because in certain households, the screen stuff isn't a big deal, or it's not being allowed as much. So they are getting social interactions. They're talking to their siblings. They're going to family gatherings and learning how to talk to friends and stuff like that.
But Doc, how are you learning to talk to friends when you're not talking to friends like friends are talking, right? So what I'm saying, socially right now, my daughter will be on these, I don't know what it is, like 30 people on these online things, right? Yeah. They I don't know what it is, but they're all on there talking. Everybody from her school, and they're talking. This is the way they're communicating. So if you're not doing that, that means you're missing a big part of the communication that the rest of the kids are doing.
Well, they're missing a big part as well. They're missing the actual face-to-face social interaction, learning body cues, learning how to learning how to communicate verbally, non-verbally, all those things. That's the stuff that they're missing. And some kids are getting that because the parents are making sure that they get that.
Right. So even if they get that, and other kids they're learning cues differently. I think it's a different set of cues. So now you're still, even if you learn these things, you're still going to be outsider when you come, and the norm in the group is this. Right. You're still going to be kind of different because we learn differently. Right. So they may learn these things in person, but now it's going to be awkward that these other kids don't have that. And I don't know if it's immature. I mean, it's just different. And I think that's going to be the problem. I think it's the problem with all the kids right now because nobody's really talking like normally. Like, I'm like, why are you always on this? You guys on this thing? And right now, tell your friends to come over. Mm-hmm. That's my thing. Tell them to come over.
Well,
you got
so
90 people
so they get both. Some
she's
kids
getting
get
both.
both.
Right. But that's if you kind of notice that, you know what I mean? I'm like, yo, tell your friends to come over. But then they come over and they all sit on different rooms in the house and they go on the phone. I'm like, no. Go talk in the same room. It's crazy.
But that's that household piece that you're trying to nurture that piece, right? And maybe some other households are trying to do it as well.
But they have to have both, meaning because this is how they're. So we got to find a way to have this hybrid way of learning. Like Doc said, we need the individual in around learning. So, but also this, and also limiting this. It's a mess right now. We're in a real
but not everybody's having both. So that leaves some left behind.
True.
Are you left behind? Because like I said, just because you're not doing it their way, these kids are still having communication and learning things online. They're still learning a way of communicating. They're making their own communication. They're still talking. So they're still getting the communication, things of that nature. They're getting it different, which is going to be.
But does nothing for you when you're talking about translating that into a dating relationship, which is face-to-face and having social interaction one-on-one.
I hear you, but then the people, what I'm saying is that we're learning different ways. If a whole bunch of people learn this way and two people are learning this way, they're still going to have a disconnect because you got to learn both ways of communicating. If this is the way things are now online, looks like we're doing right now. We're meeting here, right? This is the new way of doing things. So you got to find a way to do both. I mean, lucky for us, we have, and the kids will be back in school soon, so they will be able to start having some face-to-face. But it's tough navigating this new way of doing things.
Melissa says, yes, some families do not coddle their adult children, and unfortunately, that's not the majority now.
So what do we mean coddle? You mean like what are we saying?
Allow them to do what they want. And say it's okay for you not to go out and have social interactions. Because even once you get out of school, you still make a choice not to interact with certain people. You stay in your bubble online. And again, you're missing out.
Where are you going to go? Where are kids meeting at? That's what I'm saying. Where are they meeting at? Where are these social events where kids are going out to meet at? Like I said, it seems like there's less and less things to do.
I said once you become an adult.
No, but you can't just start when you're an adult. So I'm saying now, as they have these kids, where are they meeting at outside of sporting things? What else is going on where kids can go and hang out? Like I don't know where those things are. I know sometimes they might go to the skating ring or some of the jump places. Outside that, where are kids going to have this in-person socialization?
Melissa says
many things for a kid. Like my daughter's 12, outside of football, and she goes to the jump places. Like we try to find places for them to go, but where are kids going today? It seems like they don't have a lot, and that's one big problem.
Kids, though.
How do we get them? Well, you have sex. And then
how do we get to kids? When we were talking about adults and dating.
Well, how can adults get to learn socialization if you don't start as a kid? That's the point. It has to start somewhere. So you can't just start dating as an adult. That you really have a whole bunch of no social type of interaction. We're saying, well, let's start at 25. So what we're saying is that it has to start before that. Somehow these kids have to get some socialization. Like we were walking all over the city at 7, 5, 6, 7 years old. We walking everywhere, playing game, playing outside. And I think that's how we started learning socialization. You learn how to respond to each other. You know what I mean? Kids don't have that right now. They have this, where we all can be in our homes and do this. So it is tough, which is why we have all these adults that can't communicate, because they couldn't communicate. They didn't really learn how to communicate as kids.
Right.
This one was another one of Vaughn's.
Downloading.
Two questions that I get asked. Question number one is, why do you like us? And question number two, why do you pay women when you obviously don't need to? Here's my thing. I'm gonna start off with why I pay women. I pay women first and foremost because I don't really like these bitches. Like, I really just want to do one thing half the time. I don't be liking these hoes. And let me explain to you why that is, dude. Like, true story. I once dated this chick. She was fine as some bitch. I was in love with this girl. I dated her for like 11 months straight, G. Spent thousands on her. Her fucking stove wasn't working when I came to the house. Instead of me playing around and ordering food, I bought the bitch a new stove straight from GE. I'm trying to tell you, the motherfucker was nice too, stainless steel. Listen to me. Spent bread on her, took her son, clothes shopping, all type of shit. So look, this one time I'm coming from out of town in my U-Haul. I just got through doing a whole weekend full of swipes. I'm talking about, I didn't load it up from Best Buy, Lowe's. I didn't went to every spot, right? But I didn't spend most of my bread paying for hotels and all this shit. But I get everything on my truck is ready to be sold as soon as I touch ground. So I got bread waiting on me, right? I'm about to run out of gas in this U-Haul. So I hit Shorty up. Hey, baby, cash at me $20. I got you right back as soon as I touch down. You know what she told me? I don't give niggas money. I said, what? I don't give niggas money. You need to be more responsible than that. I don't even understand the concept of me dealing with a man and he asked me for something. That just changed how I looked at you. That changed how you looked at me. And I went the fuck off. You trifling, ungrateful, petty bitch. I done took you to restaurants you never would have known existed. Bro, I done done shit for you that kid's father ain't done for you or that little motherfucker. And I need help. And you tell me I don't motherfucking give niggas money. She even had nerves to make a Facebook post. Niggas blow me these days asking bitches for money. What? And so I got in there. I explained in the comments with a video. And then she closed her whole motherfucking Facebook. She got called so many trifling bitches. It was crazy. That was her new nickname. What up, trifling bitch? You feel me? So yeah, I don't be loving these hoes. Like, I ain't gonna lie to you. Plus, I seen how women do my whole life. I remember one time my cousin Tina, and I.
All right, well, he goes off on this tangent, and
Well, how did he end, man?
it ends with him saying, "You know what? I'll just fast forward it."
Right. That's what I say. That's fast
Selling
forward.
a male-dominated sport. I'm trying to tell you right now. We got outies. You got any. When some go any, something fucked up with your whole end of biology. Stop playing with me, shorty. It's just different. So look, I'm trying to tell you, they industrious. They fucking and then look, I swear to God, I opened the door for a stud. They say thank you. I opened the door for one of these little bitches before she was finding a motherfucker. I opened the door, that bitch said period. Man, I don't like to kick her in her booty. That's why I like studs, and that's why I pay for it. And it's even better if it's a stud you can pay for. Follow me for more.
Oh, interesting.
So what do we have here? Because I have a lot. So
Wow.
So his thing was why men like studs, correct?
Is that what that was supposed to be?
Why
I
men
seen the
like?
title.
Oh, okay. I missed that. Okay.
Yeah.
So men like studs because they said thank you when you opened the door instead of
That,
period.
and they before that he says they talk to you almost like a man would, and in a calm fashion. She was calm and he felt like the chick at one point.
Wait, what he say?
Yeah,
Oh, okay. So
that's
what
what
we
he
got?
said.
What you got, Ruth, for this young man?
No, he's an old man.
He was old, and he was chopping at the lips too much for me and making zero sense. I mean, I get what he's saying, that it's almost too much work to be in a relationship, to give, and then get, nothing in return. But he's basing this whole idea off of, sounds like one bad relationship, and he chose it. I mean, she probably showed her colors before he asked her about giving him some money, to get out of that situation. So what is he really saying? Didn't he know who he was with?
I don't know how you put anything on her right now. I'm not going to do that. I don't see her doing anything wrong.
You asked me what I thought. That's what I think.
I know. I'm saying I can't put anything on her. What we got? Yeah, I can't put
What's
anything
up
on
with
her.
you? This was your baby.
I just came back in. It knocked me out. So I saw it, and I thought about it because if someone, like you said, did she show signs before that? He said it was only one time where he asked her for $20 out of all the times he did multiple things for her and her family, and he just did it out of care. And he was like, "I give it right back to you," blah, blah, blah. The statements that I guess supported it, what she was saying, like how I don't mess with a man that asks me for this, that, and the third, or now I look at you different. If that's true in any way, he just got with somebody that was a gold digger or somebody that was using him.
Wow. I don't how we got there.
I'm not about to do this. Wait
a minute. Here we go. It's really simple. It's really simple. He said he got with this girl and he started doing all these things for her. He didn't say she asked for anything. Her refrigerator, her stove was broke. He bought a new one. He took her to restaurants. He threw $1,000 at her when he first met her. He said this. He did this. He set a way of life. He came in like he was big dog, saying, "This is what I can do." I didn't see anywhere she asked for anything. So once you set a bar, that's on you. You said, "I'm this." That's what he did. So there's never where she said for anything. So like she said, if you Mr. Provider, with you're playing this role, now you need $20. Well, when you were spending the way you were spending, you should have been spending it more carefully. And it don't seem like they know that well. First of all, Vaughn, he didn't say he was together years. He said, "I just got with her," and in the beginning, he started doing these things. He did this too early. That's on him. That's a rookie mistake. You can't throw money at somebody trying to keep her because you think they bad, and when they say, "Look, we ain't like that," get mad. That's you.
So
come on, man.
So, with your statement that you made, he didn't say that he regretted doing anything for her. It was just her response to when he said, "Wait, man, wait."
I didn't say he did. You're putting words on me. I didn't say. I didn't say
bro. Hey, Daryl, you just are we talking or not? Are we talking or not? So,
go ahead, Vaughn.
Like I said, he didn't say he regretted anything that he did. He didn't say that at all. He just said, "Hey, I just need to get from here to there, and I give it to you when I get there." That was it. So
why
if you with someone, if you with someone, right, and you treating them how you're showing them how you appreciate them, for whatever it was, being with her son, helping her out, this, that, and the third, because this is the person I want to be with, and I appreciate you, and I can do these things for you. If I just asked you one time about, I'm just in this little situation, can you help me with this? And it literally was a number 10 worth of issues, and she said, "No, it's this." I don't know, bro. I would be like, "All right, cool." I wouldn't mess with her no more.
All right.
That's fine.
Melissa says, "Oh my goodness, I'm not mad at him regarding being mad about her not helping him out, but he also picked her in the beginning."
He picked her.
That was my point.
I did say that.
Not only did he pick her, he paid for her.
No,
he didn't say they was together for a long time. Came in money first. If you want to come in money first, acting like you're big dog, she's like, "Well, you got it." So now 2 months in, when you don't got it, she's like, "Whoa, what do you mean you asking me for money? You got all the money. You taking me everywhere." I think if you come in trying to buy someone because he said she was bad as hell, he don't seem like the best guy, but it was like he was talking. She was bad as hell, and I did this, and I did this. First of all, why are we keeping a tab of what we did? Just because you did something doesn't mean the other person has to do something back. I don't know her finances. Obviously, she didn't have a stove. She didn't have a stove that worked, so she may not even got it. So she might be like, "Oh, this guy, he's taking care of me. Is okay, cool." And now we're finding out you done spent all your money on me, and now you ain't got money for gas. So you was fronting the whole time. So you can't
No.
help me and my son. Front. I'm saying she can feel that way, and you can't feel that way.
You wilding.
I'm not wilding.
You wilding. Yes, you are. Because no. Because he didn't even say he came in to buy her, right? If he said, "Look, I'm with you," okay, Daryl, you're right. And your Daryl ears, he bought her. You're right. You're right.
If you replay, he said, I came in, I spent $1,000 on her. I walked in the house
because this is what happened when he got mad because once you showed me that even though I'm doing things because it makes me feel good to see you feeling good. And one time I just asked you for something, it automatically starts running that calculator in your head. Like I did all of this for you just so you could feel good and you cannot support me on this?
Mm-hmm.
Nah, I'm cool. Again, you don't have that relationship. You can't ask somebody.
Dude, you don't have those relationships.
Did they discuss this? No. Well, everything's discussed. That's why he out in the cold now. She got everything she got because there was no discussion. You just came in doing things, trying to buy her love, and guess what? Money don't buy love. And that's why you ain't got money.
How do you say you try to buy her love if he's like, I could do this?
You're right.
You're right.
He didn't try to buy it, and he couldn't afford $20 gas. But he took it to restaurants he can't pronounce, but he can't afford $20 of gas. It's incongruent. It's incongruent. You can't spend all your money trying to impress me and then run out and then ask me for money now and get mad when I'm like, I'm not impressed anymore. You ain't got money.
But to be fair, not even to be fair, just to state the facts, he ran out of money buying inventory for
investing in his
business. And went over just a little bit. Now,
your budgeting is her problem.
A relationship is supposed to be a back and forth thing.
They didn't have the number, so she got
you do for me, I do for you. Not I should just expect you to always be there to just give me money.
I don't agree. Like I said,
I don't agree with. So I don't care how much money a person led with and gave me and all this, that, and the third. If they felt bad and needed a little bit of assistance, I will have no problem helping them.
Right. Again,
no
problem. Her circumstance. And we don't know how long they were together. It didn't seem like they were together too long. It seems like
months.
He came in.
Yeah, he said 11 months.
11 months. That's enough to meet the family.
Maybe. Wait,
and if she didn't have it, you don't get mad at him. You just say, I don't have it either.
You don't make them statements.
You are broke this, and I can't believe that. Right. I mean, if you don't have it either, then you don't have it.
But Doc, does she feel like you've been fronting all this time, and now you owe her $20?
She shouldn't. She
can't. I don't know how she could feel that way, but anything is possible.
I got a homie right now who would always, when he meet girls, he would go crazy. And then as soon as they ask for something, he would act crazy. Like, why are you asking for money? When that's how you led. If you set up a way of life he's doing and that you get used to him doing, that becomes your role.
Do that.
Those are relationships. Those are transactional arrangements.
Right.
And relationships.
They're not 11 months.
You cook, we had this conversation. If you cook every night and you 12 months in, you don't cook no more. The other person's like, why ain't cooking? You are used to somebody doing something. That becomes it, not that it becomes our role, not that it's because we're used to doing it. Once you change something, it does different.
That don't match to the situation. That does not match to the situation at all.
Providing the whole time. How doesn't it? He was providing the whole time. He provided everything.
It don't match. It's an 11-month-old. You have an 11-month-old relationship.
You did what?
The person you're in the relationship with is investing. All the things that he's been doing for her is based on his business. He's like, I got the money as soon as I get there. I just need it for this right here, and I give it to you when I get there. $20.
Obviously, she wasn't on the same page as she was on. Obviously, it was on.
And it's not even the $20. It's her response to it.
Yeah, that's what I'm.
Yeah, guess what? Because they're not on the same page. He was in a relationship with her, and she wasn't in a relationship with him. Obviously, she didn't have no relationship with him like that. He was cool. He was right. He was a sugar daddy.
He had to be getting something out of it. He was getting some punani or something.
Right. So that's what it was. Don't come ask me for nothing extra. You can have this for free. That $20 is too much. The coochie's free.
Then why would he say it was a relationship though?
Right.
He said it was a
because
relationship.
that's what he thought.
Just because he said.
Just because
he said. Can you stop cutting me off, please? Can you stop cutting me off, please?
I'm still talking.
I was talking before you started talking.
And when you took a breath, I started talking.
Oh my gosh. How rude.
Hey, tell me this nonsense. Go ahead, Leanne.
I don't even remember what I was saying.
You were saying that
Melissa
was a relationship.
says, yeah, it was a relationship.
But
it was a
Leanne,
relationship.
we know he could have felt that. We don't know if they had a conversation. We don't know enough to know. Right. I was reminded what you said.
Even so, though, her response was wild. I mean, it was very disrespectful, and it sounded like she don't even like him.
That's what I got. So what I said was, she's not in a relationship with him.
He looked like somebody she should like.
No, wait a minute. No, she got somebody she liked. She had a sucker. She had a sucker that was playing.
He's been walking like one of the comments. 40 days and 40 nights. What is he talking about?
Melissa says, yes, he was probably flexing at first, but 11 months, you can't reciprocate $20. Nah.
No, because again, think about it. We said 11 months, but how much time did they spend in that 11 months? 11 months don't mean they were together on a regular basis. They might have seen each other twice a month. I don't know that. I'm saying we don't know. I know that it feels like he was in a relationship with her that she wasn't in with him.
He chose her, like you always tell me. He chose her.
100%.
So
I don't have a problem with her. I don't have a problem with her. He, to me, is a problem. He's crying over the $20 she didn't give her. He calls her bees and all this because she didn't give him $20. Well, cool. Now leave. She'll be fine. She got all this stuff, and she'll get somebody else. He's the one crying. Talking about now he paying coochie, and he likes studs. He likes studs better than a real woman. My boyfriend's that's going to be should I marry him? Wait, so let's go. Or is it?
Oh, God. It's not real, is it?
Hey, what you do with your testicles is on you. Have fun. Yeah, I just feel like I think he came in with on some money tip. She took it. You know what I mean? I don't think there was ever a relationship that he thought, and that's why as soon as he didn't do one thing, she was like off of it. She was like, "We ain't like that anyway." So that's how I feel. I don't blame her. I blame him. You know, you have to, like you said, you have to talk to people. If you're giving all this money, you know what you're giving to. 7 years ago, my parents were eating by. Leanne, don't put that up no more.
Okay.
Hey, thanks for the views. Yeah, I mean, I just don't blame her. I think that men, we have to be smart with where we put our money, how we use it, you know. And if we're doing all that with somebody, we should definitely know what we're. And he didn't know what he was into until he needed $20. That's when I found out that the relationship wasn't what we thought it was.
Go on, turn your TV off.
I got it. No,
Yo, can y'all hear me?
Oh, maybe he's not driving. He's still driving.
Yeah, I was driving. Can y'all hear me?
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Yeah, driving through the woods, man.
Oh, be careful.
Right. Camels biting off people's stuff out there.
Hilarious. Yeah, again, I just said what you said, Ruth. He picked this woman. You need to know who you're invested in. You need to know these things. So when you get down the road and you ask $20, you're not surprised that they didn't give you $20. As a man, that's on you. Don't blame her for you not investing and understanding and talking to this person after doing all of this. And just because you do all that doesn't mean you get anything in return. Let's stop thinking that. That was transactional thinking to me. Well, I did all this for you. Why can't you do this? Because I don't like you. That's why I can't.
Melissa said, valid point.
Right.
That's all I'm saying. That's the only thing I was saying. I can't be mad at her. You know what I mean? If you want to let somebody juice you, then you gonna let them juice you. That's on you. You can't get mad at her now and go to studs. That's wild. He has some other issues anyway. He calling them bitches, bees, and he don't like them, and he this is why, and they all do this. That's not like an incel to me in the makings, because he's saying they all do this and they all that, and he don't like women.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it seemed like he probably don't like her. He was trying to buy her and didn't work out well. See, that's that communication thing. He didn't talk to other people when he grew up, and he didn't learn how to communicate. He couldn't tell. He couldn't tell social cues. Like every time he touched her, she said, "Ew." He didn't realize she didn't like him. Put something up, Leanne. Okay, what is this? This looks like some nonsense about to happen. What is this?
Dress code.
We're not calling women pedophiles enough. Like these teachers who are going to school in bodycon outfits, BBLs, and in heels that you would wear to the club, to school. Like wanting to be attractive to children is a thing that pedophiles do. Like nobody wants to be attractive to children, but somebody attracted to children. You know what I mean? And then you think in your head, like, oh, these women are so beautiful. Why would they be attracted to children? Because they're attracted to children.
I don't see anything wrong with that one.
It doesn't have anything to do with what
I definitely see something wrong with that one.
Everything about their intention and their desire. They want to be attractive to children. Teacher Bay. Bay to who?
Look at Ruth. I would take this one as being a teacher.
Like,
yes.
Another thing. It's very.
Wait, what are you asking?
As a teacher,
yes.
As a teacher, you take this one. What do you think? What is this? What is there any?
I think there should be dress codes for teachers as well as the students. I mean, often it's just the students, but I think some teachers just need to understand how to dress. Some of them maybe don't know how to dress for the classroom.
So the one on screen, Leanne, stop laughing. The one on screen right now, is that appropriate? Tell him you're busy.
One the skirt and the top, yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
Right.
In my opinion, there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah,
but if we were to play this through before y'all get off, they also started talking about how even on the Teacher Bay social media, where she's out there in thongs and things of that nature, where the kids can come across your page, and you promote your page in school. You having kids take pictures of you in these inappropriate dress codes.
That's different.
And how there's a dress code for the kids. Why aren't a dress code being enforced upon the adults?
Ruth, is there a dress code for teachers that you know of or no?
The school I was in there was, but it was a private school, so it depends on the school.
I thought most schools had some type of
public, I'm not sure. It depends on the school. I think it does depend on the school.
I mean, I think it's like maybe a business casual. I mean, you can't just come in shorts and a tank top. Right. You know, there is some type of
wear this kind of shirt or whatever. Yeah.
Right. There's something, but what I did see now, I don't know about people taking pictures. That's extra. If kids are taking pictures of teachers and they're promoting, that's wild. That's just you can't promote. You shouldn't be promoting anything to the kids. But I do think a teacher can have a life, and if she has a page, hopefully it's private. Or I know sometimes people use different names so that maybe it's a little more difficult to find her. But I think body shaming is a part of this, because some women are just naturally going to look different in the same skirt somebody else may wear because their body is made differently, right? So I may look different in the same outfit that Sarah's wearing, but I have my body is proportioned differently, so I'm going to look differently. Now, should I be held accountable? Now, should I have to change because of that? I don't know. I
think you need to be mindful, very mindful of what you look like and what you're portraying.
So I have to now,
when it comes to kids. Yes,
now I have curves. Yes. I can't wear jeans anymore. I have curves. Yes. That's silly.
Yes,
that's silly. Now,
if you're going to work, and you're dealing with kids, yes, because these are very impressionable. They're at very impressionable ages. Their hormones is all over the place. Especially if you're in elementary, I don't care what you wear because those kids don't really pay attention to nothing. But when you get up to the formative years, absolutely, I think that you need to be mindful about what you're wearing. Even as
I
kids
mean,
ourselves, especially as young women, I don't know about a whole bunch of other people, but me myself, I was taught that's too tight. Take that off. That's too this. Don't do that. When you were going to certain places, there was a way in which you were supposed to present yourself. So yes, I think that you need to be mindful when you're going into certain professions.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah. And we
So-
always said you should be able to, I'm sorry, you should be able
Good.
to
I'm sorry.
separate the kids from the teachers. Like, I shouldn't look at you and think you might be one of the students. You should be dressed differently in your professionalism.
So again, what I'm going to say, even if you
Mhm.
wear a skirt, right, or a dress, the way your body's shaped, you may look a lot different. You're not going to wear 3 sizes bigger now because you have a body.
But
right?
you
Some
might
people-
wear something that's not going to be as form fitting. You don't
Okay,
have to. You don't go three sizes too big, but maybe you wear a different style. Maybe you wear a line instead of a body con.
Right, but I'm not sure what a body con is. They mentioned that. I didn't know what that was really. But let's say we're wearing jeans. Your jeans may fit you just differently because
Well, you shouldn't even
your
be wearing jeans.
No, we had a rule
As a
about that in
teacher.
my school, no jeans. But maybe you put a
Yeah,
blazer on. If you have a school that's okay with that, maybe you put a jacket over it.
Oh, you could. That jacket still might sit out in the back. You know what I mean? If you wear khakis, khakis is a perfect example. My khakis may fit me a lot differently than they fit someone else, even if they're not form fitting, if they're even a little bigger.
But they're going to be.
I don't know.
But we know
I
that
think
some of this is intentional. It's not just I got a body and so my clothes are going to fit tighter. It doesn't give that.
It
so
gives.
you're saying,
I dress
are
like
you
this
saying that people
because this is what I
people
do.
are
I
coming
need
to school on purpose to entice the children. That's what you got.
Well, we do have those kind.
Yes,
We do
we
have
see
those
the
kind of
news all the
teachers.
time.
I can tell you, I've worked with some.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of them in the news and nothing like anything.
Melissa says, "Whew, I have a 16-year-old junior in high school, and yes, this can be an issue." She also says, "Yes, you need to be mindful, but I also need you to teach my son that's inappropriate."
So
She needs to teach her son that is
Right.
inappropriate.
Okay.
I agree. No attractive teachers in school now.
That's not what we're saying.
Like you are. You're saying because it might
That's
entice.
not what we're saying.
They got a body and they're really. Well, what if they're really pretty and they can't do anything about their face? Should they
That's
mark their face
fine.
up so they?
No, that's fine.
Okay,
Just
there
teach
we
the
go.
children from that angle what's appropriate and what's not. But you, as the adult teacher, need to act accordingly.
I think I don't know since there's no little as a little boy. I don't care what the teacher did. It could be looked at as a certain way. We didn't want to stand up because we are at a full attention.
But
she could have
not
had on-
even that. You got little girls who looking up to you, who might now start wanting to dress the way the teacher's dressing with tight fitting clothes and everything like that. Again,
Don't educate the kids at home. There you go. Leave it to the teacher.
some people don't have it being educated at home. That their role model and their person of a role model that they look up to is the teacher. Let's not act
Well,
like
then-
everybody's family is so
She's gonna
picture perfect.
She's gonna wear tight clothes because the teacher wore them. And you know what? I think and maybe it's more prevalent today because I don't remember. I mean, we had teachers that dressed. I guess I don't know. I don't remember. I don't know what's going on today.
Our
If those
teachers
pictures
wasn't
were,
dressing like this.
I don't know, but teachers were still taking kids down. But if those teachers in the video were actual teachers, like that one with them little shorts on was wild. That was crazy. So I don't know if this is something rampant in the schools today. I don't know. my daughter's school, I haven't seen a teacher like that. Not one. If I did, I'd be at school every day. But
See?
I know that's where that was going.
I saw something like that put on there. The guy said, I wish my son would go ahead and act up so I can go see his teacher.
Right. It's not too many schools with teachers that are like that. But now, like they said something like with BBLs and things of that nature, I wonder if they're having more teachers come back with these new bodies. And again, your BBL, I don't care what you wear, the butt is going to show. Especially if you got the one too big, you got the one that's crazy, that looks bananas. You got wings on your back. It's going to show. And there's nothing you can do about that when they're that large. You know what I mean? So it's tough. Like Melissa said, we do have to teach our sons and daughters, like, that's not okay. But I guess I don't know how the schools can regulate it if these surgeries are now coming into the classroom. How do they regulate that? It's going to be very difficult because it does become like almost like, well, you're body shaming this one because she looks a certain way, but she's like, I have the same outfit she has on, but since I got these wings, it looks a lot differently. Since I'm a butterfly, it looks a lot differently. So it would be concerning. Like I wonder if I had that in a school where my daughter was, how I would respond. I know I'd have a lot of conferences about it with the teacher. We'd have to talk about it.
That's what we're talking about.
Melissa says, honestly, the girls already look like that at that age.
I will say that too. When I go to these schools,
Melissa says the teachers are trying to stay young.
Right. A lot of you women trying to stay young. But I would say I do see that the girls being healed in school now. It is crazy. They do dress a lot more mature. Scary to see them dressing that age, at 11, 12, 13, 14. I can only imagine what they're going to look like later if they're doing that already. I don't know. One girl wore heels to school, maybe some kitten heels, looking crazy, but nobody wore heels. You know what I mean? Nobody actually wore heels. So things are a lot different today as far as
maybe not heels, but I'm seeing a lot of teenagers in full makeup, eyelashes, that kind of stuff.
Oh yeah.
The weaves and the lace fronts.
Laying down their edges and all that. And I'm 13, 12, 13 years old, lashes, 2 inches long. Every time they blink, it blows wind at me. I'm like,
Yep. It's different now.
It's tough. And maybe it is, the teachers trying to, well, first of all, teachers may be young. They may be 22, 23, 24 if they just, graduated and they just started school. So they're still dressing within their age bracket. Sometimes people don't know the difference between school professional, business casual, or club.
That's what I was saying. They don't know.
That's true.
Yeah, so they have to be educated on that. You have to be called in the office and talked to about some of that.
But see, therein lies the problem, because I think they're afraid of getting like you're saying something about the way I dress. Like people are pushing back. So I remember even at my job, they was telling a guy, look, if people come in with their shirts are too low cut or too tight, you have to approach them and say that. And he's like, I'm not doing that. You talk about harassment or something. He said, I'm not doing that. You know what I mean? So people are not really willing to go and say something because that could turn to something else. Oh, you was looking at my butt? I know this is.
Yeah.
It becomes tough to say something because you don't want to be put on the chopping block now.
It depends on the school and their protocol, because in our school they would send you home to change.
Right. Well, that was then. Today they were like, oh, you sent me home because you was hating.
The same rule applies to this particular school that I'm aware of, but it depends on the school.
You wanted me. So when the person said you wanted me and this is why you're doing it, you have a problem. You were looking at me and how'd you know how tight my skirt was? You've been looking at it? Like,
well, they got an 18-page write-up on it, so they have their backing.
Yeah, it's gonna be 18-page write-up, and then also sexual harassment.
Plus, if you take the job and you sign off on the dress code, then you need to follow it.
It's a contract. They do year to year at the school.
Yes.
So if you breach it, you're in trouble.
We do sexual harassment training every year for these reasons. People use
private schools have a different. They have a different thing though. Private schools are very different with that. They get to set their own rules.
Sexual harassment is everywhere.
Rules. It's all written. Is all I'm saying.
I know what I'm saying, but people use that. They do. They try to use these code words to get out of trouble. If you're gonna try to fire me for something,
you can try. You can try, but they have their lawyers.
Oh, everybody got lawyers.
And when I worked for the city, when I originally took my job with the city, they had a dress code printed in the what they call the code of ethics or whatever that book they give you when you take the job.
It's thick.
Yeah.
My current job has a code, a dress code.
Do people follow it?
You should see them. These people don't look. They look crazy. They don't know the difference between club. Somebody came in the cat suit.
Oh my gosh!
and cat suit. Meow.
Oh my!
Like, and it's funny because I wasn't at work that day. They was like, "Yo, you gotta get up here."
Did you go to work? Did you go down? Did you go?
I just wanted to see what was going on.
That's part of the problem that we're talking about.
But I will say there has been some issues with because you're not allowed to wear leggings or tights or things of that nature. But some people wear them every day. The one girl who got sent home or they talked to had a body. And she felt like she was being ostracized. She felt like I feel like she was being ostracized too. And let her wear them tights because this could wear them because she was really thin. This one could wear them because she's really big. But when she wears them, they send her home. So I don't know what happened with she did grieve it. I don't know what happened because it's private, but there was a grievance because she was like, this is body shaming. And she pointed out people who were there that day with tights on, with leggings on, that didn't look like her leggings. So and again, I don't know what happened, but I remember she grieved them because she said, I feel like I'm being body shamed because I look different in the same Kmart or a Walmart tights she got on. So it does becomes tough.
Yeah,
right?
I mean, that doesn't make sense. You're supposed to send everybody home, not just the one person.
Or nobody home.
Or nobody. Right.
Right. You got to pick a lane. And that's what she was saying. And I'm like, when she said it, I'm like, oh, she do her tights on. She wear them every day. And they never said anything. So it becomes, it does become kind of tricky, and at some times when you're doing right, you got to pick a lane, like I said, either say all or none.
Melissa says OMG.
So I have a question. I was watching something, and when you meet someone, you meet them, and they're a certain way. Do you expect that person to change as you get close, as you guys become closer in a relationship?
Yes.
Okay, they should change. So, like, if I met you, and we kind of talked about it before, and they talked about it. We'll use dressing. You dress a certain way when I met you. But now as we get closer, I have an issue with the way you dress.
No.
Should you?
Yeah, that's different. Yeah, no.
Oh, that's different?
No, because I'm not changing. You're changing how you feel about it.
Right, because you're my woman now.
But you were okay with it before. So that's
you're not my woman. Because you're not. Well, I think when you're not my woman then. So I can't really dictate how I want my woman or vice versa that man to be. Because we're not that right now. So I can't off rip say, we're trying to see each other out. Once I start liking you, maybe I want something different from, because again, as for a girl I'm talking to, or a girl that's my girlfriend.
Dating women that dress the way you like.
That you can live with the way you met them.
Yes.
Okay, so it's okay then. So you should stay the same the way you are when you met the person then. So you shouldn't change.
No, we said that people can change.
Yes.
Well,
It
what
may
I'm saying is
happen.
that
Sometimes people do change.
but if you decide to stay the same, then it's fine. Well, again, so you shouldn't think your partner's going to change from who they present to be in the beginning. Meaning, you said like, look, if this is the way you dress, this is the way you're going to dress. So I should
Yeah, I mean,
always
you should have that perspective. If this is how she dresses when I meet her, this is probably how she's going to dress.
Or
if I
this is
don't
the way she
like
acts.
it, either I date somebody different, or maybe I have a conversation with her like, hey, I don't usually like women that dress like this, but I want to get to know you, blah, 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 blah. But you should also be real that if we become a couple, I might have a problem with this.
Okay, so
and then she gets to choose. She gets to choose and say, well, I like how I dress and I'm not changing. No skin in the game. All right, bro, nice meeting you.
Right. So you should just expect the person to be who they are when you met them.
I think you should. I think you should expect them to be who you are when you met them.
I don't.
But as we said,
great.
people can change. But that is an individual choice.
So if you change, I should say, I don't want to be with you now because you changed, because you're not who you were in the beginning. What are you about to say,
talking about it from both angles, Daryl. I'm getting confused.
Well, I'm asking, you guys said it's okay to be right. So I'm saying, you said in the beginning, the person who they are in the beginning, that's who they're just expecting to be that
because
way.
You should be expecting people to be who they are when you meet them. They should be real and who they are when you meet them. I know that's not what's happening a lot of times. Right. But that's you should be able to take people at face value.
Melissa says yes, communicate about it. But I was going to say, I don't fully know about being who you are when you meet somebody. I mean, to the core of who you are, yes. But I know, like myself, I am a lot more quiet, a lot more standoffish. You're not going to get a lot of personal information out of me until I feel comfortable enough with you to open up and let you see that side of me, that I can be quirky, that I can be goofy.
And even that's going to come in stages, right?
Huh?
Yes.
That's going to come in stages, like a little by little more come out, and then you'll see, wow.
But my point is, if you see that she's quiet and she doesn't talk a lot, you have no right in your head to be like, well, she's going to open up as we get to meet as we start talking, because she might not. She might not. She may never open up.
And I think it depends on what stage that person or persons are at their lives when you meet them. Because I know I'm not the same person I was 20 years ago. People evolve, but it depends how you're evolving. And it also depends how you're communicating those changes to your mate. Those are the key factors for me.
So let's use that. So now say as you evolve, your choice of, we'll stay with the dressing. Your choice of dress changes.
Mine has.
So now could it be more conversation to say, now you're out here naked on this patio by the tent doing
jumping I'm in the tent half naked. So what? Yeah.
So what if that was a problem now? Because since
then we would talk about that. That's what I was saying, right? If that's a comfort of mine now and nobody's viewing me and I want to do that to be comfortable, and if it bothers him, we should talk about why it bothers him, how it bothers him, and can we meet somewhere in the middle about that? That's what we do.
But it's okay for him to leave. Should he leave?
Why should he leave? That doesn't make any sense.
Wait a minute. It does, because if you're doing something that is outside of what I would like of you,
we're discussing it. We're finding a middle ground. Maybe he should put up a partition for me.
No, again, if I don't like something, stop always making me saying that it got to be some middle ground. I don't like it.
Well, that's
what I mean. I'm not comfortable with it. Where my
you are always free. People are always free to leave. Yes. I think that's the part that gets people stuck in these bad relationships. You you have the
That's
opportunity
what I
to
said.
say, I don't want this.
But he's not choosing to leave. He's
Nah,
choosing to talk
That's what
about it.
I said, no, we're not talking about your thing.
Well,
We're
you
saying in general. I'm
asked
saying the
me.
person at
You
that point. No, but I
Hold on.
wasn't speaking about your exact relationship. I'm saying
Hold
that he
on.
could
That's all I
leave.
got.
You said why would he leave? I'm saying he would leave because he's not into that. You know what I mean? That's a big change, and you being naked outside, because some men can be
I
very
was talking
like
for my
off-putting.
Okay,
Oh
Melissa
no, we're not
says,
in that
whoa.
situation. Hey, Melissa will be there.
Jesus. Melissa says you want someone to be their genuine self at first. Their
Right.
genuine self at first. She also
Right.
says she agrees with Ruth.
Hey, Melissa, thank you.
I mean,
I don't
everybody
get
can be
that often,
wrong.
Melissa.
Everybody can be wrong, but you can leave because someone's not doing something that you like.
But
It's
my
okay.
main
You don't have
point
to say.
is the evolution and the communication. That's all I'm trying
Right.
to say.
No, but that's what I'm saying. No, I was using that to think what happens if you do make that change now later, and like you are, and you're like more free spirit, and you're like, I want to be like, I want to dress differently. You know what I mean? I'm
Yes.
dressing more revealing, and that hasn't been the case. That could bother some people because that's new now.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? That's new. And may not be, especially now, say you got this new way of dress. Now we're going to mama house. And I'm like, we ain't going to mama house like that. No, you're not. No, dang cotton, you will not. You know? So how do you navigate that? Because even if in the beginning, I wonder if you can ask the person, like, look, we're going to my mom's house. Can you kind of tone it down a little bit? Because my mom don't want to see your nipples. And I know you like having them out.
Put this blazer, this jacket on.
Right. I like your nipples. I don't mind seeing them, but mom, you want to make a decision on
Lord.
her answer.
The funny thing is, some people will put up a fight.
Yes, they
Some
will.
people put up a
Right.
fight.
They
Right.
will.
Right.
Mhm.
Because you
Melissa
can't
says
tell some people.
you navigate it with conversation.
Thank you.
Easy.
That's all
Everybody
I'm
keeps saying you act like conversation is the end all. I still don't like it. You're saying you're going to talk me into liking something I don't like. No, I may not like to. So you're can navigate us to a separation. Okay. Next
Well,
stop,
then you
separation.
just roll. Just roll.
And that's fine. But I'm saying it's
is
okay
fine.
to say, this is not okay for me.
It
Your
is okay.
change is not okay for me, and it's not okay for us. Right?
Well, she didn't
That's
change,
okay.
right? Didn't she wear them clothes in the beginning?
No, we were talking about if you change later in life, like as you
Oh.
mature, or maybe you did something, got some body work done or something, and you want to now show that off, like you're proud of
Yeah.
this, and I may not be cool with that. You know what I mean? I may not like the way, or you may not like me wearing gray sweatpants all the time, right?
I knew that was coming back. I knew it was coming back.
Like you're gonna have some gray sweatpants on at every football game at the game with the kids and all the single moms there. We ain't gonna do that. So at a certain point, if I'm like, well, I'm gonna wear my gray sweatpants, they're comfortable. Are you gonna be like, okay, cool, it's comfortable? Batter up.
Or I'll be
Is it
like,
okay?
all right, if you go and wear them to the game, put on a cup at least. All right. Just, we gotta have some
That's
kind
the
of
compromise, Doc.
middle.
Yes, that's the compromise.
No, there's no compromise. You can't compromise
Yes, there
my
is.
freedom. And no, how you compromise my freedom? Can you compromise wearing the things you wear? You wouldn't. So stop. So
Well, yeah,
just get ready.
If you want me to wear the pasties when I go to mama house, then that way I can
We're
put
gonna-
my dress and we covered.
We're gonna need a little bit more than pasties, Doc. We go to mama house, okay?
And you'll be glad you put that cup on when that ball goes south and hits you there. You'll be glad.
Hey, ain't no ball. I got a bat. Don't worry, I can hit that ball at
Oh,
the park.
here we go. All right, here we go.
I'll meet that ball. Hey, listen, the gray sweatpants is a problem for a reason. If it ain't no problem, then you ain't gonna worry about it. So, but yes, that's very interesting. And then, like I said, if you were around, I guess different situations could call for different things in asking your partner, or even, like I said, so I guess before you get married, you could have some conversations about things you like or don't like You know, you should have those conversations before you put the ring on it.
Mhm.
You know, hey, you know, these are some things that have come up. Not a big deal, but if you don't do it, I can't be with you. It's not really a big deal, though.
But yes, in the beginning you can do that, but understand that some of those things aren't even known if the people are still growing and they're so young and they're trying to figure out who they are.
Well, I think I'm talking about before you get married, you have conversations, but you said it. You got to revisit that. You got to revisit that down the road because you said as you grow, you learn things about yourself, you learn things about your partner. You might move a little different, you know, like I said, clothing style changes, things change. But we ready for that. I think,
and I think growing and maturing and, you know, becoming more into yourself, I think that is very different than you trying to present something else when you're meeting people.
Right. Totally true. It's true. But so how long do you, I guess you can't. Cause I'm thinking, I know when I meet somebody, they're going to, even if like Leanne said, at the core, they're trying to be them, they're still going to be a little bit not who they are because it's going to take, so we do have to invest a little bit of time to see if this person changes at all or they come out the shell a little bit before you just jump off the ship. Because, you know, first 2 times out may not be, we may be a little more quiet. Maybe a little more shy. Like I'm a shy person.
What? Now, stop it. Come on now. We're supposed to be saying the truth on here. People would know.
Anybody had the pleasure of being this.
Maybe you change and become shy, but
let me tell you about what Melissa said. Melissa said, yes, you can say it's not okay, and that's a deal breaker. And both people need to talk about it and make decision what's important to them.
Yep.
Yeah, I think that's something that happens lifelong in your relationship. You need to keep talking and making decisions in a relationship, right? And that's something, again, you never kind of told. It's kind of like once you get married, everything will be good. You know what I mean? And you guys will grow old together. And nobody tell you growing old together means you're going to have some changes. You might grow apart a little bit. You might go back together. You may have to talk about this. You may experience this. This may change. Just because they like the spaghetti in the beginning, they hate the spaghetti now, right? And all these things happen. But with communication, that relationship can be saved and move on because you're going to need it. Because you're not you're not going to be the same person you were when they met you. I don't care how old you were. You'd be 99. At 9, you may be very different than you were at 99. So you do have to keep talking and evaluating the relationship. And that's what I learned from Ruth and Dr. Most. Like, you got to continue to work on your relationship. It doesn't stop. Work doesn't stop. At no point does it stop.
And you're right. I think cruise control just about that, Darryl. I do. I think they think it's going to stay one way, and you commit it for life, and nothing's going to change. And if it does, it's like, oh my God, what happened? But you need to sit down at that phase and talk about what happened. I wear less clothing now because I have hot flashes, whatever it is. But you have to be able to say it.
You have, and when those things that you said were cute in the beginning are now irritations.
Right.
You gotta talk about that. Some of the things that attracted you to them may annoy you by this phase.
Right.
It really might.
But
and you
like
have to
talk. Like you just said something that would have just, when you said like I'm wearing less clothes because I have hot flashes, right then and there, I'm like, boom, I get it. I get it. So now whatever I thought before that is not that. Oh, she trying to show off for somebody else. She looking for somebody else. That's why her ass out all over the internet. But it's not that.
No, it's the arms, the ass. All right, they ain't hot there. You gonna see the arms on me, but that's something to talk to your mate about. Seriously,
right? A simple conversation could hopefully the person has enough common sense to understand. Oh, this is what it is. I get it. This is why now I'm like, oh, this is why a woman may do this. She may be hot, burning up, you know, and so that makes so much sense. But that's why communication is so important. So if you can express what you're going through, maybe that person can understand what you're going through. Now they're not as, you know, bugging out over whatever it is the case may be.
Agreed.
That's interesting. That's great. But like I said, Stuff like this needs to be told. This is stuff that needs to be told in relationships. I think this is why relationships don't work today, because soon as something happens where that person's a little different, 5 years in and they a little different, you're like, oh, something wrong, you different, I'm out. No, you got to work through that. People don't know how to work through the little bit. And again, as long as you can stand, you can't, certain things you can't work through, but there's going to be some little valleys every now and then, right? That you have to adjust with. And that it's a normal
if you
relationship.
Want that relationship to sustain. If you want it. If you don't want it, then get out of it.
You know
but if
what?
you
That's
really
the big
want it,
thing.
you're going to have to do the work. Period.
I think people don't know what a relationship is. They don't know what they want or don't want. People say we want to be in relationships. I want to be with somebody, but what does that mean? What does that look like? I don't think people are even investing in the beginning to understand what it is they want from someone else, because they don't know what they want for themselves. So how could I know what I want from a relationship? You know, we've got this Disney type look at things like, I'm gonna be with somebody and it's gonna be great. We're gonna have, you know, a white horse and picket fence and we're gonna be fine.
Yep.
Nah, it don't work that way. It really doesn't work that way. So
absolutely.
It definitely is. So what else we got? We got anything else for tonight? Because it's Leanne's telling me to wrap it up.
Uh-oh.
So she the boss said.
The boss.
Right? He has spoken.
You see that look on her face in that picture?
Go.
She ain't playing.
I mean, it is.
It's
This
about
is
When
that
I get that
time.
buzzer, when I get that buzzer, I gotta go. I can't do that. I'm sorry. I don't.
Well, you did
she's
come
in
in
control.
late. We're going to say that you were late, so we were all here. You know,
I like to let you guys. I like to let you guys do it yourself sometimes. You know, you do it, and I like to come in later. You know,
Thank
you
you
know,
for
'cause
that.
you guys. Well, actually, I wasn't here. You weren't here last week, so I was letting you go. I was like, this is Ruth. This is
I
Ruth
was
time.
here, but
You know
I
what
wasn't
mean?
here, but I was here.
That's what I mean.
I
So I was
was-
like, this is Ruth time.
Lee can vouch, right, Lee? I was here, Lee.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
But you left. You know what I mean?
Because
She came back.
nobody else
We
was
need.
here, and Lee called it. She the boss.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Call it a night,
she's the
Lee.
boss. But
Hit that button, Lee.
did we do it? Last thing I said.
Stop
did we
trying
do a
to
show
drag
last
it
week?
out.
I'm not. Hey, listen. I don't drag it out unless it. Never mind. Did we do a show
Oh.
last week?
Huh?
Okay. With the boss said what? Did we do a show? Hey, listen. We want to thank everybody for coming for joining us tonight.
Lee?
Hey, thank you
Yes.
everybody. Melissa, hey, great comments tonight, Melissa. Thank you for riding with us as always.
Yes.
Thank everybody.
Yes.
Thank
Please
you.
continue. Hey, please tell somebody. Go to our YouTube, like it, subscribe. It's free. Share. We would love for you guys to do that. Do it for us, please. Also, the Facebook group is growing. It's growing and growing. We're approaching, I think, 600, which is great.
Oh, wow.
That is awesome. Yes, so we really are growing. I see all the comments in there, and everybody's, again, it's always great comments in there, great posts. And the best thing about it, it's friendly. No one's going to dog you about what you say. No one's on your back, so you don't have to worry about that. It's a great community of people that just are all intellectual and sharing their ideas and things on that different things. So it's a great place to be. We're all teaching each other. I'm doing more teaching than most, but we're all learning. So, hey, with that being said, Leanne, we're out of here. Hit the button. Have a good night, y'all.
Bye.